welcome back to an episode of we are on Mandy, right? And let's just talk with everyone after this strange main mission, and also get the codex is empty so far. Very nice.
Yes, Commander.
All right, Presley.
Carry on,
Thank you. Nothing
Yes, sir.
there today. Perfect. And let's see, do we come across any more interesting shenanigans this guy?
Hey, Commander, next time we touch down, let's try not to park the ship in a colony of mutant zombies. Just thinking out loud here.
Alright. So, nothing here, nothing there.
I have to go.
All right, see you.
No mutant zombies. Okay, let's write this down, just in case. I would really want to know if giving the information about the mission to the council actually changes something. Maybe it makes them less trustworthy of you or whatever, but it's just the weird bits. So, Caden.
Anything you need, Commander?
Right, about the mission.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Well, they know about the stonewalling you've had from the council.
Uh-huh.
They deserve to know what we're up against.
They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting, especially from our side. I'll have a better handle on all of it when my head stops hurting. Another L2 flare-up.
Okay, can't you retrofit to L3s or something?
Ever thought about going back under the knife? Maybe get an upgrade?
No thanks, Commander. One slip and you can't remember your own name. The L2s spike higher anyway. My abilities would drop with pain-free L3s. That'd be a cold day before I turn myself over to a Canadic subsidiary.
Nice. They're still around.
I haven't heard anything about Canadics in a while.
Yeah, they quietly disappeared. Broke up into a bunch of little corps after they botched the training on Jump Zero. After first contact, Canadics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Canadics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
Right. I couldn't be doing it alone.
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. Hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and EZO. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs. And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
And experts?
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Canadics kept it a secret. They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought a war with them.
But why the Turians? They're not the most, like, bio-friendly, I would say. Why not Asari?
The Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
Of course, mercenaries. I'm sure they meant well. Did they? You do what you have to. Well, I mean, in this case, everyone always means well.
I'm sure Canadics did what they thought was best.
It wasn't best for us. They brought in an ex-military Turian named Commander Vernus. A real hard-ass. He basically had a free pass to break us if it would turn out a decent biotic. Kind of spiraled from there, Commander.
And, but did his training work?
A hell of a biotic, though. He must have done something right.
Well, I got to where I am because I took initiative. Good or bad, I own that. Pretty much despite Canadics. Anyway, this is ancient stuff. I walked it off a long time ago. I should get back to my duties, Commander. We're here to make history.
Alright. Thank you.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Interesting. I did cleanse the locker recently, yes. Another thing that I want to do is get another team in there. And, I need grannies. Where do I get grannies from? Probably somewhere down there next to the Marco.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Yeah. Alright. And Liara.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
Kind of. Was I?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
Right. Deja vu, yes.
You're in good hands.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Mm-hmm.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Okay, so there is no more additional information about that. Okay. So much so to that. We got K... Wait a minute. What if there... Wait a minute. Sometimes... I was wondering why I got information on the computers in the galaxy map room. So maybe sometimes there is additional stuff just popping up. But not this time though. Not this time. Alright. Let's get further down. And get ourselves some grannies. Would be nice to have a bit more space for them. That would be sweet. The slowest elevator on the Normandy. There you go. So where do I get them grannies? Not from here. Also not from there. Where do I get that stuff? There has to be like one of those containers somewhere. You can just stock up on things. Huh. You can stock up on Medigel, but you cannot stock up on grannies. That's a wee bit iffy.
Never a dull moment with you, Shepard.
Uh-huh.
You ever go on any missions like ours before?
Saving the galaxy from certain destruction? No. But I've had my share of adventures.
Oh-ho.
Do you remember any that stick out?
A few. I remember one time I was hired by a Volus diplomat. What an ass.
Interesting. But a diplomat, what did he do?
I guess even politicians have need of mercs from time to time, huh?
Time to time. If it wasn't for politicians, I'd be out of work. They're always looking for ways to get ahead. This one was no different. He wanted me to erase his past. Get rid of an old friend who knew too much. Huh. His old friend turned out to be an Asari commando.
Now that is definitely bad news.
I can see why that might give you pause.
What? No. Alina and I were old friends. Sort of. We met when we were both contracted to kill the same Turian. Neither of us wanted the other one to get him first. We spent more time fighting each other than tracking that Turian.
And who got it?
Which one of you made it first?
It was a tie.
Huh?
I brought back his head. She got the rest of him. As far as I know, we both got paid. Anyway, when I told Alina about the diplomat's contract, she and I had a good laugh about it.
Now what?
So what did you do?
Well, I was going to lose the contract, but I respected Alina. In the end, I let her pick the location where we'd fight. She chose some old Solarian space station overrun with mercs and smugglers. That way we didn't have to worry about hurting any innocent bystanders. She always was a bit of a softie.
And what about the fight though? Come on.
What happened on the station?
What didn't happen? For 2 days I chased her through that station. Used my entire store of ammunition. Had to kill a bunch of mercs and use their crap weapons. By the 3rd day, the station was barely holding together. The mercs were dead or gone. Life support was failing. But I had her. She'd locked herself in the med labs. She was trying to patch herself up. Damn tough, that one. Then just when I thought I had her, the station's core went critical. Barely made it back to my ship in time.
Right. And what about Alina?
I assume the Asari commando didn't make it?
I watched the station from a distance. I never saw her leave. And when that place blew, there was nothing left larger than a Turian's right nut. So I headed back to the diplomat to give him the good news and collect my pay. But before I got halfway there, Alina sent me a message. Better luck next time. Now, I'm not superstitious, but if someone can survive that, well, they deserve to live. At least for a bit longer.
And what about the wallet?
What about the diplomat? He wanted her dead.
I told him the truth. Alina was still alive and she was really pissed. I told him if he wanted to live, he'd need me around to protect him.
And he believed you.
He kept me on as his personal guard until he died. Natural causes. Easiest job I've ever had. A little boring, but credits are credits.
Nice. I have to say, the fact that Wrex is not a shady and a character that tries to deceive people is actually quite nice. A little brutal, maybe, but honest. Right.
So long, Wrex.
Shepard.
Yeah, really like that. Okay, what do we got in the codex for it? Non-council races, the biology of the Krogan. The Krogan evolved in a lethal ecology over millions of years. The Grim struggle to survive larger predators, virulent disease, and resource scarcity on their homeworld. Tuchanka turned the lizards into quintessential survivors. Perhaps the most telling indicator of Tuchanka's lethality is the Krogan eyes. Although they are a predator species by any standard definition, their eyes evolved to be wide-set, as in Earth prey species like deer or cattle. Krogan eyes have a 240-degree arc of vision, better suited for spotting enemies sneaking up on them than for pursuit. Physically, the Krogan are nigh indestructible, with a tough hide impervious to any melee weapon short of a molecular blade. While they feel pain, it does not affect their ability to concentrate. They have multiple functioning examples of all major organs and can often survive the loss of one or two of any type. Rather than a nervous system, they have an electrically conductive second circulatory system. A Krogan can never be paralyzed. They may lose some of this fluid, but it can be replaced by the body in time. The hump on the Krogan's back stores water and fats that help the Krogan survive lean times. Large humps are a point of pride. Being well fed implies the Krogan is a superior predator. The most widely known biological feature of the Krogan is their incredible birth rate and rapid maturity. Once freed from the hostile cauldron of Tuchanka, the Krogan population swelled into a numberless horde. Only the genophage kept them from outbreeding the combined council races. Now the rare Krogan female capable of bringing a child to term are treated like strategic resources. Warlords will trade them at diplomacy or, more frequently, fight wars over them. Interesting. So it's like a mixture between a camel and all of those other creatures. But maybe because, yeah, maybe they do need these eyes on the side of their face because there's so much fighting going on that it's more likely for them to get attacked by something else or someone else on the planet than it is for them to actually attack someone, right? So they have to be like a fighting prey animal in this case. A very strange mix. Very interesting. And also the fact that they have multiple organs, like humans also have multiple organs of the same kind, just one. we have, what do we have? 2 kidneys. So that's one way you can think of it. If one kidney fails, you still have another, which is quite interesting, but it's only for the kidney. Octopus, for example, they have multiple hearts. What about multiple lungs? I mean, a human also has kind of multiple lungs. There's one entry, but you have 2 sacs, one on the left and one on the right side, so you could kind of consider that 2 lungs. But yeah, that definitely not the case. So, Ashley.
Surprised to see you here, sir. Thought you'd be chatting up what's her name. To Sony?
Exactly. And I did, and now I'm here, and I'm wondering why I hear the same thing again.
Liara, why would you think that?
Scuttlebutt says you got a bit. I could understand why.
Yeah.
You think I'm interested in Liara because she's the only one I'm allowed to date?
So, anyway, interested in a quick drink? It's a special occasion.
Oh, come on. Like, the thing is, you do have strange interactions, but somehow it's the same interaction, and now all of a sudden, that's weird. And I don't know what triggered it, because I just skipped through this and accidentally I hit that. There's also a mod, by the way, that blocks accidental clicks on the dialogue. So you can skip with spacebar, but you have to select with like the left mouse button or whatever. Anyway, what's the occasion?
What's the occasion?
It's Armistice Day, when the first contact war ended. My family always marks it. Since I'm the only Williams aboard, I thought I'd ask you.
Oh, I am flattered.
Seems like an odd thing to celebrate. That was 26 years ago.
In our family, it's not really a celebration, more like an obligation. Don't tell me you don't know about my family. My commanders always find out. It's not in my files or something?
Your files are clean. Pretty much.
There's almost nothing in your files. Technical scores and a list of crap assignments.
There's a reason for the crap assignments. I'm General Williams' granddaughter, the commander of the Shanxi garrison in the war. The only human ever to surrender to an alien race.
Makes sense. But of course it's not his fault, but we do understand it, at least a little bit.
I see. That's why you drive yourself so hard.
A Williams has to be better than the best, if only to avoid suspicion. That's what my dad told me the night before he retired. It takes a special kind of big-headed to march into a job where your family's blacklisted. I did it anyway. I'm not gonna let our name go down with Arnold and Quisling. Granddad deserved better than that.
Okay, what about Arnold and Quisling? But, okay, can we help though?
I should have figured this out myself. I don't know how I can help you though.
Look at who I am, Shepard. Do you ever hear me ask for help? It's not that bad things don't happen to me. If you stay with me long enough, maybe I'll tell you about some of them. But I deal with them myself. I don't need a shoulder to cry on, a knight to rescue me, or a man to make me happy. This is who I am. I like her. And you better like her too.
Aww.
So, you still interested in me? Baggage and all?
Right. Wait a minute. Is this a romantic kind of situation? Oh boy. We accidentally got ourselves the Williams. Interesting. Interesting. I actually wanted to go for pretty much the same run the first time I finished the trilogy with Liara and whatnot. That complicates things. Okay, what about me? I like a challenge. Do I like a challenge? Of course. What kind of options is this? Let's just see where this one leads. So, oh boy. Crap.
Everyone comes with baggage, Ash. The trick is finding a matched set.
That's awful. Tell me you got that out of a fortune cookie. But hey, once we save the galaxy, maybe the Alliance will get its act together. Start acting like an actual government.
Well, the Alliance is alright. Commence the saving. Yeah. But, Nah. Is the Alliance alright? We don't know. They might be as shady as all of the other, governments, but,
We better get going then. Seems I've got something to look forward to after we're done.
More than you know. I have a feeling things will come to a head soon. But don't worry, Shepard. I'll protect you.
Aw, that's nice.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Gotta admire those colonials. That's about the worst place for a colony I've ever seen. Given the option, I'd get the hell out of Dodge.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
Right. So, let's see. Looks like I'm going for Wrex and Ashley, because both of them have the highest health points. It's just that, like, usually everybody chooses Garrus, right? But I just want someone who can shoot at the target and not die. Garrus, for some reason, has not that much health. Alright.
Commander, I wanted to thank you.
Oh, and how so?
What for, Garrus?
For everything. Taking me with you, letting me be part of your team. I've learned a lot. I've thought a lot about what you've told me. About not sacrificing innocence to achieve the goal. About finding the best way through, not just the fastest. And I've been thinking about Dr. Salion, too. I'd convinced myself that he deserved to die, but then I started thinking about why I wanted him dead. I realized it wasn't because of what he did to those people. That was part of it, but I think most of it was because he got away from me. He escaped under my watch, and I didn't like that. I let it become personal.
Mm-hmm. Is that it?
Words mean nothing until you turn them into action, Garrus. What are you going to do about it?
Well, I'm going back to CSEC. I think I can make a difference there. I'll also reapply for Spectre training, but I'll do it right. I won't compromise myself to get there. If the people I'm sworn to protect can't trust me, then I don't deserve to be the one protecting them.
Aw, that's great.
I'm glad you see it that way. Keep that in mind when we meet Saren.
Don't worry, Commander. I will.
Right. We got ourselves another codex entry, or maybe two. Council races, Turian's religion. There's a religion. Although Turians have a strict moral code, their belief in individual responsibility means that the concepts of good and evil are simply the individual's choices between egoism and altruism. In any given decision, they have no concept of good deities that encourage noble behavior or evil ones that tempt individuals to misdeeds. Turians believe that groups and areas have spirits that transcend the individual. For example, a military unit would be considered to have a literal spirit that embodies the honor and courage it has displayed. A city's spirit reflects the accomplishments and industry of its residents. An ancient tree spirit reflects the beauty and tranquility of the area it grows with. And these spirits are neither good nor evil, nor are they appealed to for intercession. Turians do not believe spirits can affect the world, but spirits can inspire the living. Prayers and rituals allow an individual to converse with the spirit for guidance or inspiration. For example, a Turian who finds his loyalty tested may appeal to the spirit of his unit, hoping to reconnect with the pride and honor of the group. A Turian who wishes to create a work of art may attempt to connect with the spirit of the beautiful location. Turians enjoy absolute freedom of religion and can practice whatever appeals to them, so long as it does not impede anyone's ability to perform their duties. There are many practitioners of the Asari Ziarists philosophy. Since opening dialogue with the Human System Alliance, some Turians have embraced Confucianism and Zen Buddhism. Very interesting. It's kind of the same thing. Everything is somewhat connected, yada yada, and there's a spirit and whatnot. But actually, the spirit stuff is not really Zen Buddhism. But the idea that there is some kind of spirit is actually quite... It does make sense. You can't really see the spirit, you cannot touch the spirit. The spirit is an emerging property happening because of the interaction of the things. In this case, if it's a specific platoon, troop, whatever, it's the interaction between the people that makes that spirit come up, right? It's a description of the interaction, basically. And same thing goes for the happening of a city and so much and so forth. The individuals are there, and the spirit in this case is an embodiment of the interaction between the people. And so there's also a thing like a spirit of a country, if you could think of that. As long as the interaction between the people of a country happen a certain way that is kind of identical or like similar enough so that you can give a good description of that spirit. So let's say an awful lot of people behave a certain way, then that means that this spirit has this behavior, this attribute or whatever. That's also somewhat shaped by religion.
Something I can do for you, Commander.
Because religion is, again, some way of changing the behavior of the people. So, much so to that. Tali.
Feels like we're getting near the end, doesn't it, Shepard? With Saren, I mean.
Oh, are we now? We're not even there yet. I hope so. We're definitely getting close.
It won't be much longer. One way or another, it'll all be over soon.
You'll find the conduit before he does. I know you will. You have to. And after this is all over, when my pilgrimage ends and I go back to my own people, I'll be proud to say I was a part of it.
Aww, an important part. Yeah, we haven't won yet. Important. Yeah, I don't even know what she did, but okay.
We couldn't have done this without you, Telly.
You've been good to me. A lot of people treat Quarians like second-class citizens. They just want us to go back to our fleet and disappear. But you've treated me just like everyone else on your crew. Like an equal. That means a lot, and it says something about you. Whatever happens, I just want to say thank you for that.
Aww. Yeah, you earned it. We're wasting time. You're welcome.
I didn't bring you along as a favor, Tally. You're here because you contribute to the mission. And I need all the help I can get on this one.
Don't worry. You can always count on me.
Wow, that, like, this, the thing is,
I should go.
the thing that I wanted to say, is actually something, like the "you're welcome" thing is a bit too positive, but then the middle thing was actually okay. But in this case, I wanted to emphasize the fact that she actually did something positive, right? And not, I want to downplay her actions in relation to the team.
Looking for supplies?
Crap. Like, this is the thing, you do not know where all of those options lead you. Like, usually the top one is the good option and the bottom one is the bad option. But,
let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Hopefully I haven't bought that one by accident. So, let's see. Anything in terms of like human thingy, the scorpion? None of this is any good, which is sad. Alright, so let's get up there. And who do I want in the team? The thing is, I could try to get Ashley up there as well. That would be sweet. I mean, yeah, it's Mass Effect 1, right? I do know that in the future installments, right, the team layout will be somewhat different. And therefore, we could kind of enjoy her company in this case. Garrus, we can see pretty much all the time. I don't know if he's part of this third installment even. Yeah, the third one is the strangest, I think, because you don't get to see all of them all the time. Alright, let's see. Do I have 2 more points. I'm gonna go in the charm thingy for that. But somehow I should have been able to change the behavior. Of that scientist in the previous world, which was weird. It should have worked out, but it didn't. Alright, let's see.
Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel.
Oh,
Top
boy.
priority clearance.
Okay, and from who?
Is it the ambassador?
It's not his signature. I think it's from the Council. I'll patch it through to the comm room.
Ah, crap. They're annoyed because we haven't given them enough information about what happened. Very great.
Commander Shepard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Saren.
Oh, that is nice. Alright.
I'll take all the help I can get.
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
Oh, infiltration units? What?
You mean spies?
Spectres tend to attract attention, Commander, but they are only one arm of the Council. Special task groups are often a better option for monitoring developing situations.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space. This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
Sounds serious.
What did they find?
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications. But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this. Find out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Virmire.
Okay, thanks for the information.
I'll look into it.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Virmire. Good luck, Commander Shepard. We will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
Thank you. Alright, and we got Paragon. For some reason we got Paragon points, and I don't know why. We didn't inform them at all. Alright. So, planets and locations.
Pharos is a habitable world in the Attican Beta Cluster. 2/3 of the habitable surface is covered with the ruins of a crumbling Prothean megatropolis. In the millennia since the Prothean extinction, the ruins have been repeatedly picked over by looters many times.
No, I know this one.
Pharos was considered a poor prospect. Virmire is a lush world located on the frontier of the Attican Traverse. Its vast seas and orbital position on the inner life zone have created a wide equatorial band of humid, tropical terrain. Only the political instability of the region has impeded efforts at colonization. Many times the Citadel has opened negotiations to settle Virmire with various criminal gangs and petty dictatorships in the nearby Terminus systems. All fell apart due to internal power shifts within the opposing parties. The Citadel has written off the colonization of Virmire as impossible without significant political change. The Terminus powers themselves are unlikely to ever settle Virmire. Most lack the resources to support settlement of a virgin world, finding it more expedient to steal from their neighbors than build for themselves.
Right. It's definitely not nice. Council raises special task groups, Salarians. Salarian intelligence field agents are grouped into an organization called the Special Task Group, short STG. Operators work in independent cells, performing dangerous missions such as counterterrorism, infiltration, reconnaissance, assassination, and sabotage. The STG is a proactive organization, puncturing worrisome trends before they become movements. At any time, a dozen groups are operating covertly within the lawless Terminus system, sowing dissent among the various factions. Civilian analysts also note how troublesome hinge point individuals in Terminus frequently meet unexpected deaths. Yes, it's usually an accident with a knife in their back. SDG operators are feared throughout the galaxy for their clear-eyed, remorseless practicality. They are willing to do whatever it takes to achieve their mission, even if it kills civilians or results in the team's own destruction. In many ways, they are akin to the Council's Spectres. Recently, a number of SDG cells have been redeployed from Solarian Union. It is assumed they are in the Terminus and Attican Traverse, investigating reports of Geth activity beyond the Perseus Veil. Okay. Interesting. Let's just check on the other stuff here. Race against Tau. That one doesn't sound good. So, find the conduit. You need to explore Pharos, Novaria, and Artemis Tau Cluster, and Virmire to find the clues that will lead you to the conduit before Saren. Okay, and what happens if he gets there before us? But anyway, we got the Race Against Time mission now, and I still need to get to Novaria. Head to Virmire and re-rendezvous with the Solarian team. Let's just hope that the Race Against Time stuff is not that time sensitive. I don't like time sensitive things. I usually try to keep the side missions on the side and the main missions on the main, whatever. Oh yeah, I also have to level up. I think I'm going to change the layout of the team. I'm going to get Ashley in. And Wrex, yeah, those two are going to be my muscle pretty much. And yeah, Let's just hope this would be very funny. That would be quite nice. Alright, let's end though. It was a talky episode so far. Until next time then, like and subscribe, and ta-ta!